Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got another mouth to lung single coil RTA to do, and this is actually the Berserker Mini mouth to lung RTA. I did do one for the regular Berserker mouth to lung RTA, and now this is a mini, and it's got some changes in it and some different things. So we're gonna go ahead and go over that, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you my pros and cons and what do I think about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we are with the Berserker Mini mouth to lung RTA. It was inspired by Alex from VapersMD. He's actually another YouTuber. This is a sample pack. This is might not be the actual retail packaging. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Because this is just a sample and there's really not anything really out there about it. It is not for sale yet. It's coming out. It's on pre-order in some sites like myvaporstore.com has it on pre-order. So if you do like it, you can go there and go ahead and put it on pre-order. I'm not sure what the prices are going to be. I don't know what the packages are going to look like, but you know what? We're going to have a first look here. So this is the box that I have that it came with, and it does say, you know, it talks about it being special for trial production and different bulk print distribution. So the packaging probably will change. It does say sample right here, and Vape, and it doesn't even have the information about it because of the fact that this is just a sample package. So we'll go ahead and open that up. And as usual, it opens up like that. And then you've got the RTA, an extra drip tip, an extra Ultim glass, as well as a clear glass. So I do like that you've got options. What is Wendy about options? I love options. So here's the RTA here. We'll take a look at that more in depth in a minute. We've got our Ultim drip tip, which is right here, and it fits nicely on here, just like I think on the last one, if I'm not mistaken, I actually like the Ultim better on it. This time I'm just gonna leave the black on it right now. And then there's the other glasses. Don't go anywhere. There we go. And then we open up the package, and in the package, get that out. It does come with 2 coils. It comes with your extra O-rings, your extra screws, and an extra 510 pin screws. So you actually have an extra one in there as well, along with the 2 screws, because it is a 2-screw deck. It is a single coil. So that does come in it. What we're actually going to do is we are going to use one of the coils that did come with it, because I do like to try to especially on these mouth to lungs and first time RTAs and things for like new beginning mouth to lung vapors, is I like to try to use what's in the bag so that it's more realistic as to what you would be using, because you wouldn't put no massive big coil in this. So I want to try to get, you know, as close to real as possible for this. So we're going to go ahead and get one of these fused Claptons out, and that's exactly what they are. They're just fused Claptons. They're already stretched out in the way that you actually need to install them. And I'm going to put this right back in there to save it for later. And we'll go ahead and put that there. Put that back on there. Again, we do have the 2 glasses. Now, I'm not sure why. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. I love the look of it. I really do. I love that it's a solid look, and then it comes with the extra glass, which you can change out. I'm just not sure like why they would do that. I don't know. I'm a little confused about it. Anyway, so it does say here, enter state of wild fury, and it just goes all the way around. You do have your airflow on the bottom, and it only has the one. There is no other one on the other side. It does have a little bit of, not necessarily knurling, but a design to make it easier for you to turn. And then of course you've got, since this is mouth to lung, that is your biggest, and then it does go smaller as you turn it, and that's what you're gonna get. So that is the bottom. The drip tip is removable, where you can actually interchange it. If you've got a 510 that you want to put on it, you can do that as well. On the top, it does say Vape. I do like that this comes like this, and it was on the original Berserker as well, where you actually, it's got to grip it. So it makes it easier to actually unscrew the top, because it does give you something to grip with these designs. So I do like that. It is a top fill, which you know Wendy loves her top fills. And then the holes are pretty big. I mean, you can get a dropper down there. You can get, you know, a unicorn bottle, which I like. And then you would just fill it there. Never down the middle, only on the sides. That's why it's got the side openings. And then we'll take a look at the bottom. And on the bottom, if you can see that, it does say Berserker, and this is the Mini Mouth-to-Lung RTA. It is made by Vape, and then the YouTube.com, what does that even say? It's so small. VapersMD. Anyways, it's got that on the bottom. And of course, again, this was inspired by Alex from VapersMD. So that is on there. And then we'll go ahead and look at the deck. Let me just tighten that back up there. And let's go ahead and look at the deck. Okay. A little bit hard to grip, but not bad. Not as bad as some of that I've seen. Okay, so inside you do have the dome-shaped chamber right here that the coil is going to sit in to give you better flavor. This is actually the solid piece that I was telling you about, and it does slide off like this, and then you can change out and put the glass. I like this look. I just don't understand it, because how would you know if you need to actually put more e-liquid? Being that this is a 2 mil capacity RTA, I would be scared, honestly, of getting a dry hit. I love the look of this, though. I mean, it's very, very thick. It's very nice. I do like this as a protector. I know that you won't break it like the other glasses, but for me, I'm not about it. I'm not about it, because personally, I would think that I would either forget to fill it or not even know when to fill it. So for me, I love the look of it. Look at the design. It's beautiful. I really do. And there's going to be people that like it, and that's perfectly fine for them. For me, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to switch it out, and I'm just going to put on the clear glass right now. And all you have to do to put that on is just slide that right over where the other barrel was, and then you would just tighten this down, and when you do, it's actually going to tighten down the glass. So we're actually going to rock it with the clear glass today with the black drip tip, just to do a little matchy-matchy. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to put that aside since we already talked about it, and we're going to go ahead and build on the deck, and I want to show you the deck. So let's go ahead and put this on here. Grip it. There we go. Okay. I'll put that on there. All right, so here's the deck. It is a 2-post deck, and then of course your single coil does go in the center, and it does come with 2 coils already, 2 Clapton coils, so that's perfect. And then they go in like this, and then your wick will actually go into these 2 holes. You're not going to shove them down the little tiny hole, but you are going to lay them in the channel. And the channel's pretty deep, as you can see. It is pretty deep, so you're going to have a substantial amount of cotton. And just like the other Berserker, there's like a little reservoir here where your juice is actually going to go up and wet your wicks, and then therefore wet your coil so that it can give you the pull that you need. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to unscrew this bad boy, and let's go ahead and build on it. I'm really, really excited. For me, oh, let me tell you, I couldn't find any measurements anywhere, but I did go ahead and measure it myself, and it is 22 mil diameter. And then from the bottom of the deck to the top where the drip tip starts right here, it is 32.56 millimeters tall. So I did go ahead and measure that, and so that I had it for you, because I couldn't find any information on it. Like I said, it's brand new. It's still on pre-order. I did get the samples, so there's not much information there. And as you notice, there was no instruction card because of the fact that it is new, which I don't mind at all. Oops, I'll go ahead and put that there. And then we'll go ahead and unscrew this. That screwdriver always gives me a problem, and I don't know why I keep using it, but I love it. So let's just go ahead and open these up so we can drop the coils in there. And those are the screws. And I'm going to show you the fancy dancy way that they have set this up to make it easier for you to clip your leads. So let's just make sure that that's raised up, and we'll go ahead and drop this down and put one on one side and one on the other side. There you go. And then just screw them down. I'm just trying to make sure that it's centered. There we go. All right, so that's centered, and just screw it down. And again, it's just a regular Phillips head tri-tool that I've received in so many of my packages that I like using. And just screw that down. And I'll go ahead and screw this one down. I'll center it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, screw that down and then screw this one, and then we'll go ahead and adjust it just like we do on any of our other coils. Doing it this way so you can actually see it instead of my hand. Just screw that down, screw it down, screw it down. And screw that down. Okay, that one's tight. Make sure that this one's tight. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and position the coil because I do want a little bit more centered. And I'm gonna bring it down to the airflow, but not where it's touching it. Do you see that? It's not gonna touch it, but it's really, really close. And then what you do is you just go ahead and put your lead like this, and it makes it easier to cut, and then turn this one over here, and it makes it easier to cut. And we're gonna go ahead and cut our leads. So we'll go ahead and cut this one, right against the side. Cut this one, right against the side. And our leads are cut, our coil's ready, and we're gonna go ahead and dry fire our coils. Yes, new coil. Yes, I want it regulated. Let's go ahead and turn down the wattage because this is just a claptic coil, so it doesn't need too much to heat up. We'll go ahead and position this just a little bit more. Okay, and then just start heating that up. And these are, again, the coils that came with it, so you can see that they do work. A little bit of hot spots, and there we go. All ready to go. So all we need to do now is wick it up. So let me let that cool down while I get my cotton. And today for our cotton, as usual, I'm going to be using my Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition. Let me get some of that out. And I only need a small piece because it's only one coil. I'll go ahead and cut a piece there. It looks like nothing when you look at it in the video, but it's got a lot. See? I'm just going to go ahead and just roll it up a little bit. And I'll put this back over here. Zoom back in there for everybody to see. Just gonna roll it up. And now I'll just go ahead and put that right in the center. Pull it through. I like to twist and pull. Just makes it easier. There you go. Not too tight, not too loose. I do fluff out my cotton, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a little bit fluffy there. Make it a little bit fluffy here before I cut it, and then we'll go ahead and cut them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just gauge it right down to the bottom of the threading right here, and I'm just gonna cut right there. So there we go. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side, just to the threading. There we go. And then it looks just like a little bow tie. So all we need to do then is just go ahead and put our cotton in the channel. Again, we don't have to put it in the hole that's in the bottom. We're just literally just laying it right in the channel. There we go, laying nice and neat. Now we're gonna go ahead and lay this one nice and neat. Actually, I didn't do it evenly. I'm sorry, but I didn't put it in evenly. I like to have it even. So, like, yeah, it's a personal thing. You'll get used to me, guys. I promise you will. So I'm just gonna put that in there. I don't like my little straggly hair, so there we go. We got that in there. And it looks literally like Mickey Mouse's Minnie Mouse's bow ears. So there we go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and get my e-liquid of choice. Lift that up a little bit. And for today, I'm actually gonna be using this Donut Shop by Tasty Waves. I actually have a review on it on my channel if you wanna go ahead and take a look at that. I'll leave the link to them down below as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and prime up my coil, which means that I am gonna go ahead and just put some on the coil and then pulse it. I don't want it to go in the airflow that's underneath the coil, but I do want it to get in the cotton that's in the coil. So that's why I do it that way. And that way you don't get any cotton taste. Some people talk about, oh, I got cotton taste. You don't get it that way. It just dripped. I hate when I drip. There we go. And I'm just gonna put this little straggly in there. Sorry, that's just, it's my OCD, people. Sorry about that. There we go. And then all we need to do is take this piece here and put it on top. Try to make sure that I have it in focus. Look at that, just screw right on top. Now, say for instance that you have juice in here and you want to go ahead and re-wick it or change your coil or anything. All you have to do is just make sure that it's upside down when you open and you take out the deck, and you don't have to get rid of your e-liquid. That is one of the things I really love about RTAs, is the fact that I don't have to like empty out the whole tank just to change a coil or to re-wick or anything like that. So that to me is always a plus when it comes to any RTA, and that would include this one as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take off the top and take that off. It's got really smooth threading. You don't even know that you're turning it. And that's because of the O-rings. See the tip? It's really nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this up. Again, it is a 2 milliliter TPD compliant RTA, so you're not gonna get more than 2 mils. And there we go. And this does come in black, gold, stainless steel, and rainbow. And they all do come with the solid piece as well as the clear and the Ultim. So there we go. We've got it all put together. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? So we'll go ahead and open up some airflow. I am gonna, by the way, it does stop on that side. So I'm gonna actually open it up all the way because of the fact that, well, I like a lot of airflow, and we'll go ahead, take it on top, and I'll tell you my pros and cons, my thoughts about it. Okay, so here we are back on top with the Berserker Mini Mouth to Lung RTA. Boy, that's a mouthful. And it's very similar to the regular Berserker that I have reviewed. My pros and cons. Pros, I still like the shape of this drip tip when you're vaping it. Even though it's not my preference, it's really comfortable if you want to use that one. And I definitely like the Ultim as well because, well, it's the same thing. And I do like the Ultim still. Very smooth and very flavorful because I know exactly what this donut shop tastes like. I've been vaping it all week. If you haven't noticed, I'm like running low on it. It's not a bad mouth to lung RTA. I will tell you though, for the airflow, it is a little bit snug for you to change the airflow and open it and close it, but I'm sure over time it's actually gonna loosen up some, so that's not really a big con for me. I love the shape of this to actually release it. I think that it's very well made, just like the regular Berserker. Vandy Vapes usually makes awesome products. I mean, I can't, out of everything that I've reviewed, I have not seen anything that I personally have not liked regarding their machining or anything like that. Yeah, I can't talk today. But yeah, so I think that this is really nice, and I have this on my N1 Pro, and it kind of looks really good. So again, it is a 22 millimeter RTA if you like smaller RTAs. It's not bad on clouds. I took a few. Kind of cheated on that one. But the flavor is really good. I'm not getting any dry hits, and you see how I'm hitting on it. So the cotton, the way that I showed you how to do it down below, is going to be just fine because I would have gotten dry hits by now if it wasn't. And I'm vaping this at 30 watts. Not bad. If you're looking for something that's a single coil, mouth to lung, 22 millimeters, then you can't go wrong with this. It's super easy to build on. It's very, I mean, and it comes with all these options. I mean, you have the Ultim ring, you got the solid ring, you've got the 2 different drip tips. It comes with 2 coils already, which you know the coils will last you a while. So it's not like you have to replace them like every week or anything. So what, you have to re-wick. I love re-wicking. I love fresh wick. That's just my personal preference. But Yeah, so again, I haven't found any prices on these yet, being that this is a sample and it's just coming out. I don't know what those are, but as soon as I find out, I'll put it down below. For now, I'll leave the link for Vandy Vape down below, as well as my VPro, where you can go ahead and pre-order. Again, I don't know how much it's going to be. Yeah, so if you like the review, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions about this or anything else, please go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. And you can find me on all my social media. I'm on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and I have a Patreon page if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. The link is also down below. And yeah, until the next one.